These governors, they don't care about you. And the police, again, don't give two Actually, there's another update. So, the New Jersey Health Department shuts down the Atlas Gym in Belmar, New Jersey. Now, first I heard about this was 8 o'clock this morning my time on the Glenn Beck program. The guy Ian Smith came on the show again and talked with better audio, thankfully. And he got a bunch of pictures of the New Jersey police, Belmar, and the health department slapped a bunch of things on his window. Go over the story real quick. He says the New Jersey Health Department shut down Atlas Gym at Belmar. Now, this is after that someone plugged up the toilets in the gym yesterday, and they took them like a bunch of crews in like 3 hours to unplug them. So it was maliciously done. So somebody was out there doing it, which would be crazy. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Why? Other than if you want to just create chaos and you just don't like what they're doing. Come on. So, let's move on. Let's see. New Jersey Health Department ordered the shutdown, taped the front window over gum name to front doors. 4-page order signed by the New Jersey Health Commissioner Judith Pershilly. What a twat. Also, 6 orange Camden County notice of embargo stickers on the county environmental health department. Insane. So that's what they did. And so they're going to work out in the parking lot. They're not shutting down. I guess they are. They're not going to open up today, but I guess they plan to open up, and they have a GoFundMe, and they have the lawyer out there, which is good. Let's see here. What else? Talked about that piece of garbage cop who 50 minutes later came back after saying everyone, yeah, you're fine, or you're violating the order, but whatever. Moves out. Nope. Comes back and see Democratic governor. I think he's not Democratic. He's authoritarian governor Phil Murphy said he wasn't concerned other businesses would begin to follow suit because the state is beginning to take steps to reopen. He did, however, suggest the state might take action in defiance if the defiance continues. Defiance? F you, Phil Murphy, you piece of human trash. I'm not concerned it'll spiral out of control. If you're going to show up at the gym again tomorrow, there's going to be a different reality than showing up today. Those aren't just words. Here's what I want to do. I want to fight Phil Murphy in a ring sanctioned by the boxing court, whatever, the commission in New Jersey. I want to fight him. I want to fight him. I would love to fight him. Even though he says, these aren't just words, we got to enforce this, but I also don't want to start World War III. Yeah, you do. You do, because you've got your Belmar, New Jersey goon squad of cops. You piece of human garbage. I want to fight Phil Murphy in a ring with boxing gloves, with a with a referee there. Make sure it's moderated and all that. I want to fight Phil Murphy. I want to fight him. I don't care how old he is. I want to fight him because I want to do the whole Rocky thing on just like Having said that, that'll never happen, but that's what I would like to do. But what I would like to do, what I can do, are completely different things. I'm on 2 continents away. Can't exactly, rustle that up. Having said that, Streets from Steve Keeley, Fox 29 said, this is just a bump on the road for us. Atlas Gym co-owner Ian Smith said, just obtained pictures from, so here's the pictures with the cops there doing it. Also, what they did, which is totally 1984 Orwellian, yada, yada, yada. The police set up a camera there to take pictures of people and then follow those people back home and issue them a summons or a ticket. Oh my God. Yeah. Old Phil Murphy has gone crazy. He's gone all mid-30s, late 30s, Gestapo, if you will. Sending his goon squad out there. Why doesn't he do it himself? Because he doesn't have the balls to do it. He's got no balls. He's a tin pot dictator. That's what he is. So let's go over some other people who are defying governor orders, which are orders, not law. Bethel business owner defies governor, opens brew pub up a second time. I think that was 2 weeks ago. It says, a Maine restaurant owner is once again flouting Democratic Governor Janet Mill, Democrat, authoritarian Governor Janet Mill, executive orders over the coronavirus. Rick Savage reopened his Sunday River Brewing Company on Tuesday in defiance of the governor's orders and has continued to criticize Mills for not acting fast enough to reopen the state's economy. Savage previously opened his restaurants for dining customers on Friday before closing over the weekend. The Oxford County Sheriff says deputies won't be getting involved as long as things remain peaceful. Should we believe these cops? Nah, I don't believe them. The governor's executive orders allow restaurants to open only for takeout orders until June 1st. Again, why should I believe the cops? Think, oh, we won't do anything unless they remain peaceful. Right. Here we go for this guy here in Spokane, Washington. Spokane Valley Bar and Grill defies governor's order, opens for business. This is 3 days ago. It says update. If you need to see this sign of the times, take a trip to the Black Diamond in Spokane Valley. We're adults, right? Do we really need Jay Inslee to tell us what is safe? Stand up for your rights. A sign taped in the front door of the bar and grill reads, after weeks of financial hardships and potentially facing more, the bar's owners decided to open for business late for last Friday, May 15th. Because I haven't slept very much in the past week or gearing up to openings than actually being open. Brandon Fenton, the bar owner, said. Although the weekend I was waiting for somebody to come in and do something, but really, since nobody came to tell me what is going to happen, I was just waiting for somebody to and expecting an explanation to what legal right they have to pull my license, any license, whether it be health department, liquor license, business license, whatever it is. There has to be some reasoning, some law, some regulation that I'm violating that they can use to do that. Fenton still doesn't know what specific law or regulation that would be, so he's open for business. Bar implementing new rules on sanitation and social distancing, including routine cleaning of menus and separating tables 6 feet apart. Fenton said the restaurant is in compliance with everything required in Phase 2 of Governor Inslee's plan to reopen Washington. We're just asking that they take responsibility. Everybody's an adult. You do what you do to keep yourself safe. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to come. Exactly. You're an adult. You can risk mitigate. You can... people. It appears many in Spokane Valley and the surrounding area have believed Fenton is right. After the Bar and Grill opened on Friday, they had the best weekend they've ever done for business. We've run out of food, we've run out of beers, just blowing through everything. The support from the area is just great. It's amazing how many people wanted to come out. The Black Diamond is not alone. Businesses in Spokane County are starting to open up their doors to find authoritarian Governor Jay Inslee's shutdown orders. That includes Iron Horse Bar and Grill, who is also opening prematurely and implementing guidelines that fall within the requirements of Phase 2. The business wrote on Facebook. Looks like an update. Monday, May 11th, Spokane's leading healthcare official, Dr. Bob Lutz, recommended that Spokane County move to Phase 2. In our 20-plus year of business, we have been regulated by 2 government agencies, yada, yada, yada. When asked Monday, Spokane Health Officer Dr. Bob Lutz spoke out against any business decided to open early against, of course, he's a Democrat, douchebag, liberal, a-hole. Of course he's going to stick up for authoritarian Jay Inslee. I've heard those restaurants. My general take is that they're doing things illegally. Illegally? Is it a law? Let's know. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office said it does plan to communicate with businesses defying the governor's order to educate them on the potential consequence. Education. Are you going to put them in a camp? Bob Lutz? Sounds like you are, including possible losing business and or liquor licenses. Agency does not plan to cite or arrest anyone at this time. At this time. I like these cops that are always coming out and say, we don't plan to arrest anybody but we're not going to, enforce these governor's orders at this time. Leaving them out, because they have to, keep their jobs because their jobs come before the people, apparently. Educating the public was also strategy encouraged by authoritarian Jay Inslee in late March when he spoke out about businesses potentially defined shutdown orders. Our focus is educating the public while these orders remain in effect. Orders, not laws, and we do not know how long it's going to be. See, Fenton mostly sees eye to eye with Iron Horse stance. He pointed to the fact that the recent numbers show a downward trend across the county. The more and more it got pushed out by the governor, it was like he doesn't have a date. That could go on for months and months and months, and we're just not going to do that anymore. The numbers are so low for such a big city, big town, big county. Over 500,000 people, and the percentage of people that are actually getting sick, and nobody's being hospitalized. We don't have any deaths except here and there. It just seems kind of ridiculous that we have to stay closed when our numbers are so low. This is somebody on the ground. This isn't a YouTube, Susan Woj. This is an authoritative source here. He's on the ground. He's got skin in the game. He knows what's going on. Authoritative source. Moving right along to Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Some area of business reopened defined of executive orders. Executive orders, not executive law. There is no executive law. See, a media Delaware County barbershop owner opened her doors Wednesday despite the state order. My savings is dwindling down, and eventually there's not going to be anything left. All these loans on these grants that I've promised everybody, I received anything. And that's a story I've been hearing a lot. These businesses going out, trying to get these loans, these government loans, the PPP, whatever it is, nothing. So I needed to open. Nicole Messino, owner of Giovanni's. The shop schedule is nearly booked for the entire week. Outside the shop, the receptionist takes notes, each customer's temperature, and once they're cleared to go inside, they put on a mask. Dallas also wear a mask. Okay, what is the problem? You can go into a goddamn Walmart, a Target, a Superstore, whatever. You can buy all the stuff you want, mingle and rub elbows. Well, what? You can't go to a barbershop? Why? Because some tin pot authoritarian governor says, we can't do that. So the Delaware County District Attorney's Office will not be handing out citations or sending an officer to physically close down the shops that defy the executive orders. Wicked Cuts in Havertown also decided to open their doors. I didn't get unemployment. I didn't get any grants or loans. I was disqualified because my business is under a year old. So I had to weigh my option. It was either risk getting a fine or risk losing my business. And then talked about the Belmar. All right. Martial arts business. Defies Governor Cooper, another tin pot authoritarian governor of North Carolina, started to open his business up. Good for him. And we'll go to Governor Pritzker, another authoritarian douchebag from Illinois, is withdrawing his request for an emergency rule. Emergency rule. Yeah, I like to make up rules on the fly, on a whim, just whatever I feel like. The max penalty under this emergency rule would have been $2,500 and a 1 year in prison. That's right. Let's let people out of prison and then put more people in prison because they defy your order and not the law. Calm down, bro. Calm down, Laszlo. Okay. More people will get sick, admitted to the hospital, and die if we don't stay the course and follow the guidance. Guidance, not law. Guidance. To the elected officials out there who are playing to the crowd that ignores science, step up and lead. F you, you fat piece of garbage. The Joint Committee on Administrative Rules was supposed to meet at 10:30 a.m. Wednesday to discuss and determine if this rule had been approved or blocked. 8 out of 12 JCAR members would need to vote no to the emergency rule to block it. The meeting ended up starting 3 hours after the scheduled start time, but there is no longer need to vote. Pritzker withdrew the rule. I think it was bad optics, you piece of human trash. I don't like you, Pritzker. Freaking eating too many ho-hos over there. And finally, I'm not stepping down. Prime Fitness in Oxford opens up for a third day, issued written warning for violating Massachusetts coronavirus shutdown order. I'm not stepping down. I'm staying open as long as I have to. David Blondin, the owner of Prime Fitness. Blondin, who opened his business Monday at 7 a.m., was issued a verbal warning by town officials. Ooh, a verbal warning! on Monday and was given a written warning on Tuesday for defying the state's four-phase reopening plan. The governor announced Monday that the details of his 17-member advisory, I wonder who these 17 members are, probably all douchebag liberal a-hole Democrats. Guarantee it. Included in the third phase of the plan are the health clubs and gyms and some last business to be able to reopen. In the video posted to Facebook Sunday, Blondin told the public no matter what the governor announced Monday, he would open his doors this week. I have a lot of support behind me. I've had more positive feedback than anything. Since freezing all operations on April 1st, Blondin has lost over, $100,000, has been forced to tap into his savings. It's not just gyms that have been suffered financially, though. He said all businesses have taken a hit pretty evenly, according to Blondin. He's now asking the businesses throughout the state to follow his lead and reopen, arguing the state restrictions have gone on too long. I agree. Prime Fitness, was roughly 800 total members, is now on the third day of operating with a reduced capacity up to 25% members working out upstairs and 25 exercising downstairs. The gym saw roughly 100 people come in Monday and around 150 in on Tuesday. Many of the members who went into the facility this week were diehards and regulars who've exercised at Prime Fitness since the beginning, the gym owner said, adding that he has never seen so many happy people in his life. He noted the staff are cleaning throughout the gym regularly. Again, notice how there's a theme here that these business owners know that they don't want to get their clientele, their customers, sick. So they're constantly scrubbing and cleaning. And what's the problem here? There is no problem. These governors, they don't care about you. You really, and the police, again, don't give two shits about you. They're there to help the state, to push the state along and back up the state. They're not there to back up the people. And it's already been, the Supreme Court has already stated that the police aren't there to help you. They have no obligation to protect and serve you. So if they see you getting beaten the hell up, they have no obligation to help you. Will they? Probably. Probably not. Maybe wait till you get beaten down, then maybe help you. Going against state public health requirements, the gym owner is recommending that his members do not wear face masks. On Facebook, he says he doesn't want people passing out because they are not able to breathe. Yeah, exactly. There's a report of a guy driving with an N95 mask in his car in California, passed out because he couldn't breathe and crashed his car. Don't wear your mask when you drive. I already did a video of this a couple weeks ago. Come on. I don't recommend it, but they can do whatever they want. See? He's not saying you have to. Realistically, they're breathing heavily and they're sweating. They don't need to be able to breathe well. They won't be able to breathe well. You're covering your mouth. That's your oxygen. Immediately upon hearing Prime Fitness had opened its doors in violation of Baker's orders, not laws, Oxford town manager, police, a health agent began conversations with the community's board of health, the official said in a statement. Town must follow enforcement steps issued by the state. Enforcement, not law. Starting with verbal consultation and redirection. And at the end, probably put you in a re-education camp. Re-educate you, if you will. Mr. Blond made clear they had no intention of complying with the governor's order or waiting until phase 3 to resume operations. The Board of Health is empowered to ensure the compliance of the governor's orders, not laws, in phase reopening Massachusetts. We all have a role to play in making this as safe as... Screw you. Gym owner is just it to be issued a fine for reopening. But if Blond is given one, some of his members have agreed to pay it off. A GoFundMe page has been set up to pay off any potential fines as well. Any leftover money will be given to mental health charity, Blond has said. I think he restricted businesses too long, the gym owner said. Now, enough is enough. So what have we learned today in the last 18 minutes? These governors are authoritarian douchebag a-holes. They don't care about you. The police, they don't care about you. They're only there to back up the state. They're not to back up you. The police always come when it already happened. They're not there to pre-crime. They're at post-crime. They come up when someone already broke in your house, throwing a brick through your window. They're there to investigate. They're not there to stop. Unless you're a business owner that the state determines that they need to be shut down and use every piece of power they have within the federal state government to shut you down. Because you know what? State governments, federal governments, they're not there to help you. They're there to hinder you. That's day 68.